Tonight we are going to be reading I Love You, Mommy. We're going to be reading 365 Fairy Tales and I Love You, Good Night. Okay. So this one is I Love You, Mommy. Watch me, Mommy. You gotta listen. Don't no Sega. Shh. Shh. Okay? Thank you. Halo, stop. Okay. Watch me, Mommy, called Little Bear. I'm going fishing. Wait a minute, replied Mommy Bear. There's something you might want to know. But Little Bear was already running down to the river. Let me go a little further. Okay. Mommy Bear ran too. She saw Little Bear jump onto a rock. She saw Little Bear reach out his paw to catch a fish. Then Little Bear began to teeter and totter. Splash! This doesn't feel so good, thought Little Bear. Good try, smiled Mommy Bear. But you watch me now. Little Bear. I'll show you how to swim before you go fishing again. Little Bear watched Mommy Bear paddle all around. Your turn now, Little Bear, she said. Little Bear did exactly what Mommy Bear had done. This feels good, thought Little Bear. I love you, Mommy. Look at me, Mommy, called Little Bear. I'm going to pick up those fruits. Just a minute, replied Mommy Bear. There's something you might want to know. But Little Bear was already climbing the tree. Look, Sicey. Mommy Bear saw Little Bear run along a branch. She saw Little Bear reach out his paw to pick a juicy fruit. Then Little Bear began to wibble and wobble. Crash! This doesn't feel like fun, thought Little Bear. What happened to Little Bear, Lola?
He fell.
Because he not listened to Mommy. Not bad, said Mommy Bear. But you look at me now, Little Bear. I'll show you how to climb properly before you go fruit picking again. Little Bear watched how Mommy Bear balanced as she climbed. Your turn now, Little Bear, she said. Little Bear did what Mommy Bear had done. This tastes good, thought Little Bear. I love you, Mommy. Look, Mommy, smiled Little Bear. All the other cubs are playing. I'm going to play too. Wait a minute, please, said Mommy Bear. There's something you might want to know. Little Bear stopped and turned. Tell me.
How to know?
You gotta listen and then you'll hear it. Shh. Tell me, he said. Be gentle when you play, said Mommy Bear. Look like this. Mommy Bear reached out her paws. She wrapped her arms around Little Bear. She rolled Little Bear over and over on the ground. Oh, here you go.
Mommy, you make noise.
Yeah, but you gotta listen to the story.
But Mom, how can they wrap around them?
You see, like this. He was rolling around like that. You see it?
Yeah.
Because they were playing. Okay, now listen. Okay? Okay. I love you, Mommy, thought Little Bear. Then he ran off to play. He did just what Mommy Bear had done. And it felt like fun.
What?
Yeah. You see? You see, Sai?
Know that he's going to the wow.
Little Bear was very tired when he got home, but there was something he wanted to say. I wanted to tell you, said Little Bear. What? Asked Mommy Bear. I love you. But Little Bear didn't finish.
That's for JJ.
But watch the story, okay? We only got 2 more books after this. Mommy Bear kissed Little Bear's...
JJ. that was dead.
He was in the shower. Let him be in the shower. He was just banging a little, okay? Now listen to the story, okay? Say, okay, Mommy.
Okay, Mommy.
Good job. Mommy Bear kissed Little Bear's sleepy head. I love you too, she said. Thank you.
Why they say I love you?
And that was it. That's the end of this book. This book was I Love You, Mommy. And it's by, who's it by? I don't even know. Written by Jillian Harker. Okay. Next story. You guys, we're reading this 365 Tales. We read it every night. Just know I'm here with you. We're like a ways in the book. We've read this much so far. We still have a big... Oh, Jalen, look, you made it. Go ahead, sit down. We do story time. Usually I record story time with the big boys. No, you can't sit down with JJ. You got to stay in your bed. But tonight we're reading We're going to do both. We're going to read the story time with the babies and with the big boys. But usually I record the one with the big boys because the babies are usually already sleeping. But we had a late night. Okay, so today's story from 365 Fairy Tales is Tom Thumb. There was once a poor couple who longed for a son of their own. One day, an old beggar man passed by their house. Although... Hey. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do it. Saya, Halo, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Went around to his head.
But you got to keep quiet so you can hear the story, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you got to keep quiet too, Saya, okay?
Did they hear the boy's once?
You remember? Put your finger right here. Do this. Shh, shh, shh. Good job. Okay. So there was once a poor couple who longed for a son of their own. One day, an old beggar man passed by their house. Although the poor couple had little... Halo, remember? Remember the rules, right? Good job. Although the poor couple had little enough for themselves, they invited him in to eat and rest. Sicey. Thank you. Where are your children? Sicey. No hug for JJ. You need to keep quiet, okay? Remember, it's story time. We keep quiet in story time. Jalen, if you're going to sit in here, you're going to sit down. No, you're not. No, sir. If you're going to sit in on baby's story time, you're going to keep quiet. Understood? Got it. Okay. Where are your children? Asked the beggar. We don't have any, sighed the man. We would dearly love a son, even if he were no bigger than my thumb. Little did the unhappy couple realize that their guest had magical powers. JJ, stop playing with him. He rewarded their kindness by granting their wish to have a son, even a very tiny one. The next morning, when the couple came downstairs to breakfast, they found a tiny boy waiting for them on the table. He was no bigger than the man's thumb, and so, to his delighted parents named him Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb had unstoppable sense of adventure. You are so small, and the world is a dangerous place, warned his mother. But Tom Thumb was too busy having fun to listen. One day, Tom was playing by the river. He fell in and got eaten by a fish. The fish was caught and taken to the king's chef. Being a quick-thinking lad, Tom managed to crawl out of the fish. The chef was very shocked to see a tiny boy climbing out of the king's fish dinner. Ooh, what's that? Is that a moth? Oh yeah, just ignore it. Thinking the chef might harm him. It's a moth. It's just a moth. Just ignore it. Hold on, Halo. Let's finish the story, okay? Yeah, you could see it. Hey. Lele's. Sierra, nice. Okay, that's good. I'm sorry. Got to go. But good luck. Thank you, Sierra. Lay down, Halo. Okay. The fish was caught and taken to the king's chef. Being a quick-thinking lad, Tom managed to crawl out of the...
Can you take me?
Where was I? Okay, no more interruptions. We got story time now. If we don't keep quiet, we're not good. The story time's gonna be over. Understood?
Okay.
Okay. So, Jalen, you shouldn't be talking at all because you shouldn't even be in here. Thank you. Good job, Halo. Thinking the chef might harm him, Tom ran away. He hid in a mouse hole and soon made friends with the mouse who lived there. "Climb on my back," said the mouse, and Tom rode through the palace on the mouse's back until he found himself in the throne room. "My goodness!" exclaimed the king. "What have we here?" Tom sang a song and danced for the king, who was delighted with the tiny boy and asked him to come and live in the palace. When the king heard that Tom had parents who had been missing him, he sent for the poor couple to let them live in the cottage of their own in the royal grounds. Tom entertained the king and all of his courtiers, and he could visit his parents whenever he liked. Tom and his parents lived happily ever after. The end. That was Tom Thumb.
Let me see.
That one don't have pictures, but this one does. I'll let you see this one. This is our favorite one. I love you. Good night. Okay. I love you. Shh. Listen. I love you like I love blueberry pancakes. I love you like I love strawberry milkshakes. I love you like frogs love flies. I love you like pigs love pies. I love you like mice love cheese. I love you like vines love trees. I love you like wind loves blowing. I love you like plants love growing. I love you like boots love splashing in puddles. I love you like bears love kisses and cuddles. I love you like the moon at night, big and round and warm and bright. I love you.
Mommy?
Good night.
You didn't let me see the other one.
Yes, you saw all of them, ma'am. Good night, Halo and Saya. Good night.
Do you know about Carl? Where is that?
We had 3 stories. That is enough. Yeah. Good night, Sicey.
Do you know where safe is that? See? No. They like snow.
Okay, good night, babies. Good night. Say good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Okay, let me turn this light off. Raylan, you need to hurry up. Okay, guys, I usually, let me go on the light. Jalen, lay down on your bed until it's y'all story time. I usually record the boys' story time with you guys, but Raylan's still in the shower. So we're going to skip that, and then I'll be back for a late night cleaning session. Thank you guys for whoever was watching. And thank you for calling me beautiful, Bird. And thanks, Sierra, for tuning in.